have right? Good. So I have this and this both share. Okay. Continue. Okay. So now, just making sure. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is this is somebody who's asking me a question. How do you get the, please tell me what journal and the question. Solanki IT. I have backtested Chicago span B line usually follows the price. So how can you determine the price move? Are you saying how to predict the price move? We are not in the business of predicting price. We are reacting to the whatever the price is. So I don't know if, something I said which has led you to believe that through Ichimoku we are going to be able to predict. We are only trying to see. We are not trying to predict. Okay. May I request for the Q&A is kept for last 15 minutes so that the exact expert faculty can utilize time to cover maximum content. Yes, I like to cover it as and when the questions are rising, so they are sorted. So the flow, I mean, there is nothing left. I don't want somebody to know who has not understood something in very beginning and all the way in the end they ask me that question and then everything is missed for them, right? So that's the answer to that question. So this is how you typically want. So this is not a exact formula for what you have to follow, but I'm just trying to give you an idea. Serial number. So this number, number of trades, then date, then time. I would genuinely request you guys to time it every entry, every exit. Then instrument, whatever the instrument you're trading. Then buy or sell whatever doing. Then quantity. Then amount invested, whatever total capital. Then pattern. Which pattern are you trading? And then here I'm going to put notes, and in here you can write whatever things you want to write, like I took trade because, and one more thing you can write here is scan. So how did you come up about this specific trade? Then you can also write mood. See, in trading trade journal, the more things you write the better it's going to be. There is no so one format, but I personally feel the more things you enter the better it is, right? So these are some of the things you can go ahead and enter. You have not missed anything, Jagmohan. I'm just trying to tell somebody who has asked a question how to go about preparing a journal. So I just gave him a rough idea as to this. These are some basic things that you can enter as part of your journal, right? And then of course there is going to be P&L, uh, like profit and loss, and your net capital, whatever it is. You started with 5 lakh. How much do you have, right? I hope I answered your question. Sachin, and I hope I answered your question, Sachin, Mr. Solanki also. So I don't know, I still don't understand your question. Basically, you have said that at the time of entry, Chicago span if free from price and cloud, and we enter in buy side, then if price falls, then it will come down automatically. Yes, it will, but that's the assumption, right? When we take a trade, I mean, there is no system which tells you. I mean, in the way you are asking me, what to do if price reverses? Well, if price reverses, you just stop loss is hit and then you book loss, right? I think that's what your question is, right? Okay. So with this, guys, good afternoon. It's 12 o'clock, Sunday afternoon, second day of our webinar. We have a lot to cover. So I hope everyone has received the recordings in their email addresses, in your emails. If you're not received it, kindly check your spam folder. I'm sure you must have received it then. Any questions or queries with regards to whatever we discussed so far? Anyone? Before we move on. Guys, I hope because of Sunday, everybody is not lazy. Please type in your queries, questions. If you don't have doubt, type in no. If you have doubt, type in your doubt, so I'll know. Okay. Once again, just some ground rules. Make sure whenever you're typing in your questions, make sure you send it to all panelists and attendees so I can see and everybody else also can see whatever you're asking us. Recording of the webinar will be available just like yesterday. There are a few Excel files or few screeners also that will be sharing it today also. One file actually to be precise. At the end of the session along with the recording, you will get it. Uh, like what we discussed yesterday about, yes, this is one of the things I wanted to do before we go ahead. I wanted to take everyone to the LearnApp website. So this is our LearnApp website where this is just like I told you guys yesterday. Yesterday was what we are discussing in this class happens to be only one very basic or first step towards our trading journey, right? So what you can do is you can come to LearnApp site, you can check out all courses, and in here you can see that we have multiple category of courses. We have courses in trading, investing, in business. Like if I were to quit trading, then we have people like Vishal Mehta, then we have people like Asim Singhal, then Saurabh Sisodia. All these guys are leaders in their respective fields. Vishal Mehta is somebody who talks about system trading, and here he's talking about intraday option buying strategy. So do come to this page, check out more courses which are offered. And just like this course, all these courses are quite interactive. They're pre-recorded. Basically, you can ask your questions and queries and doubts. And there are plenty of courses which are happening live as well, just like this one. And we also have this advanced section. Now, this is a beautiful section where through these various courses, one is based on AmiBroker, one is based on Quant Python, one is based on Excel. So it's through these courses you can automate your strategy, you can do your automatic back testing, right? And remember, just like every other course, everything on LearnUp is taught by industry experts, people who are best in the respective fields. Only those people are there to take you through the entire learning journey. Okay, so this was a basic about LearnUp. Let me go to present mode again. Everybody knows enough about me. I will not repeat my part. We will straight away go into day one. What did we do yesterday? You've taken subscription. That's really great, Balaji. Thanks a lot. And guys, those of you who have joined this webinar and are going for our subscription or going for another paid courses, there is a special offer which LearnUp Help can tell you more about it, right? You can always get in touch with them. So on day one, I also take a subscription. Great, that's good to hear. So day one is when we talked about benefits of Ichimoku. One of the benefits that we talked about was it's a high-low or a range kind of indicator. It talks about present, support, and resistance, as well as past and future as well. There are basically 5 components of Ichimoku: a red line, which is Shinkansen, which is highs and lows for 9 period. Then there is the green line, which is Kijinsen, which is highs and lows for last 26 period. Then there is SKA, which is average of Shinkansen and Kijinsen. Then we have SKB, which is highs and lows for last 52 period. The only difference here is that it is plotted 26 days in future. Then we also learned about Chikou span, which is today's closing price, which is plotted 26 days in past. So this way we are covering all aspects. We are covering today, we are covering tomorrow, and we are covering past as well, right? We also saw that the flat lines are giving us indication about good support levels, okay? And the one flat lines, especially when it's a green flat line or Kijinsen or SKB, they are considered to be a strongest level of support, correct? Components of a trend, this is where we are going to start today's session from, okay? And I'm assuming still there is no question anybody has, and I'm gonna come to right here some observation. Okay, so there are a few questions. Let me just quickly address them. Do you do trading with strategies manually or with algo? I have both the strategies. Some strategies are running algo, but Ichimoku is something I run on manual basis. Then did you miss something? No, sir. Do you recommend any software website where we can backtest Ichimoku? Because whenever I try to backtest the CK span is not available. I'll show it to you. It is very much available. I showed you yesterday also. So it is available. You can do use TradingView. No need for any other software. I'm interested in taking a comprehensive course on technical analysis for it's live and there is interaction with faculty, not looking for a self-paced videos. I would like to be contacted. Okay, Harish, I'll definitely pass on your message. LearnUp Help, please take note of Mr. Harish's request and then somebody else, somebody will address your query. LearnUp Help, are you there? I think so. The person is not here. No problem. Okay, so some observations. So again, we are starting, I'm assuming, right? LearnUp Help is there. Okay. We can run scan on Ichimoku in charting. Yes, you can. Can we run? Yes, yes. Yes, are you the same person who said yesterday that you're not able to remember all the names of Ichimoku? I hope today is better than yesterday. Okay. I hope it's better than yesterday. Good. I'm glad. More we talk about it, better it will become. Okay. So yes, I'll be sharing the charting scanner also. Don't worry about that. So some observations or note I want everyone to pay attention to. Okay. Thickness of the cloud. Whenever the cloud is thicker, okay. So again, I'm going to go to our TradingView. I switched over to TradingView. I hope everybody can see my TradingView. And I'm going, you know what, let's stick to this chart. This is a good chart. Okay. So whenever we are talking about cloud, we are talking with respect to the cloud below the price. Okay. So right now we are talking about this cloud right here, which is exactly below the price. Cloud is nothing but the space between SKA and SKB. Okay. So we always talk about the thickness of the cloud. Always remember, the thicker the cloud, more difficult will be for price to break it. Okay. So what am I trying to say? How do you come? What is the definition of a thick cloud? So if I were to give you an example, I'm just going to scroll right. Compare this part right here. Look at this cloud right here. The kind of circle I'm able to draw here. The kind of circle I'm able to draw here. and the kind of circle I'm able to draw here. All I'm trying to say, all I'm trying to say is that whenever we are here, let's say this part right here, which is the thinnest part amongst all these three, whenever we are here, okay, these are some observations. These are not strategies per se. Okay, whenever we are here, so price is here, and as you can see, price is coming down. We are moderately thick. Okay, so whenever a cloud is properly thick, like the way it is thick out here, it is very difficult for price to break. Or in another words, it will take price a lot of momentum to really break through this entire cloud and come down and turn this trend into a bearish trend. What's the best that can happen is this trend can turn into maybe a sideways or a trend where price is trading just above the cloud or inside the cloud. But the proper bearishness, it will be really difficult for price to really break the cloud. Why? Because the thickness of the cloud is so thick. This is one of the observations. Okay. Second observation is price with respect to cloud. You always remember, the order that you have to remember every time. I'll come to the slide, it will again come, but always remember this order. This is the perfect order of a trend. What is the perfect order of a trend? The first thing, and remember, I'm talking about bullish trend, and you simply do a reverse when we're talking about a bearish trend. Okay. So first of all, price. Second, we have Dickinson. Third, we have Kijkensen. Then we have, ideally it should have been SKB, SKA first. So we have SKB here, and that's why the color of the cloud is also green instead of red. It's red instead of green. And then it should have been SKA and SKB, but that's not the case here. But the ideal steps, I'll show you in the next slide, but price should be above Dickinson. Dickinson should be above Kijkensen. Price, Dickinson, Kijkensen, everything should be above the cloud. And we already talked about Chicago. So this is a perfect conditions for a bullish trend. The moment any of these things are not happening, that's the time you will know that a trend reversal or something is wrong, which is happening. So for example, the same chart, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to 1 hour. And as you can see, number of rules are broken here. What are those rules which are broken here? First of all, look at the price. Price is, for simplicity's sake, only for simplicity's sake, I'm saying price is below Dickinson. I know it's about Dickinson, but I'm just trying to tell you, and it's actually just touching the Dickinson. So price is not only below Dickinson, it is also below Kijkensen, number one. Number two, the relationship between Dickinson and Kijkensen is also spoiled. If you see, Kijkensen is on top and Dickinson is on bottom. This is also wrong. And third and the most important part, look at Chicago. Chicago is also running into price. So number of things which are going wrong. So if I were to say ACE construction, action construction on hourly time frame is going through some sort of consolidation. If this instrument is to become bullish again, what has to happen? Price has to go up in such a manner which will cause price to go up, Dickinson to be below price, and Kijkensen to be below Dickinson. Correct? And everything above the cloud. And as you can see, we already have SKA, which is above SKB. So this part is taken care of, and this has to happen in such a manner so that the CK is also above price. Okay. So this is a true definition of a bullish trend. Okay. I'll come to this with next slide, which is right here. Let me open the presentation. Okay. Yeah, right here. So price is greater than Dickinson. Dickinson is greater than Kijkensen, and everything is greater than cloud, or it is above cloud. Cloud is thick and green. CK is above price and above cloud. Now we have a question from Balaji. Should we always confirm the pattern from low time frame? No, I did not compare the two time frames. I was simply trying to give you example. Okay. I never said about comparing. I was just giving you example that on daily what was the scene and on lower what was the scene. We will only look at the time frame in which we are trading, and this is the setup we are looking for only on the time frame where we are trading. Okay, I hope I answered your question, Balaji. Correct. Okay, so let's look at few examples of strong trend. Okay, so let me pull up some charts. Let me go to daily chart, and so I think we saw many examples. I'm just going to quickly go through. Let me open Reliance. Oops. Yeah, Reliance Industries daily chart. if you notice what is happening is, although we are properly bullish, yesterday itself we were below Tinkerson. So one rule was almost not true, which again became true for now. So all the indications that everything is telling us that Reliance is on daily time frame, it is looking good, it is bullish. Let me go to weekly. Look at weekly, what is happening is everything is good. Okay. Price is here, Tinkerson is here, Kijun-san is here, we are above cloud, and Chicago is also free. Okay. Let's go to few more examples. Look at this. This is exactly what I was trying to tell you. Right here, number of rules were broken. What were the rules which were broken? Price was below Tinkerson and Kijun, and the relationship between Tinkerson and Kijun was almost getting spoiled. But eventually, price managed to again go up, and it went up in such a way that now, if you look at it, the relationship between price, Tinkerson, Kijun, everything is looking bullish, and Chicago is also perfect. Correct? Bata India. I'm just randomly picking up all these charts. Okay. What is happening, guys? Tell me here. What is happening? Come on, guys. Tell me what is happening. This is weekly chart of Bata India. Use everything, whatever we have learned. GK is not free, trend reversal to bullish, need to break out, and look at the relationship between Tinkerson and Kijun. Is that proper? In a way, it's not, because KJ is above Tinkerson for now. So number of things which are going wrong on weekly time frame. Let's go to daily time frame and see what is daily time frame telling us. Okay, on daily time frame we are looking good, right? As long as we remain above Tinkerson, we are looking good. Okay. So I hope everybody is clear with how to analyze a chart and to know what is it doing. With these examples, correct? Good. So let me again go to the present mode. Okay, so this is what we discussed yesterday, and this is what I was trying to tell you yesterday. That's when do we know that the trend is getting weak? We will know when the trend is getting weak, when CKC starts to get into the price, number one. Number two, we will also observe some kind of mismatch between relationship between Tinkerson and Kijun. When Tinkerson suddenly starts to fall below Kijun, these are some things which are going to lead to a trend to get weak. Now think about it. What will price have to do to pull Tinkerson below Kijun? What must happen so that Tinkerson will come below Kijun? Think about it. Tell me. Drop in price, right? Continuous drop. Or first, ideally, what will happen is, or think about it this way. First of all, Tinkerson and Kijun are far. Okay. What will bring them closer when price decides to consolidate? So first there is a consolidation, and then there is a drop in price. When such a scenario happens, that's when Tinkerson is going to go below Kijun. Yeah, in the last line period, the live price is dropping. Absolutely correct. When and then Tinkerson cross, and when all three, Tinkerson, Kijun, and CK, when everything moves into the cloud, so this is another weakness. And the last nail in the coffin is everything starts to go below the cloud, and the cloud color also starts to change. Okay, these are some of the things. So this is like an order. So let me, if I were to annotate, this is the first thing which is probably going to happen. This is probably the second thing which is going to happen. This is probably the third thing which is going to happen. And the last thing is that price eventually decides to come below the cloud and it breaks the cloud. So this is the trend. When we started, it was bullish trend. And then this happened. And then this happened. Then this happened. And finally, trend changed from bullish to bearish. We have a question. So which chart would we choose? Whether 1 hour, daily, weekly? Are we going to do positional trades, and when would we get cautious? There are so many questions. Narayan, I have not discussed any entry, exit, stop loss, anything yet. Have I? This is only from higher point of view, your observations. Okay? Can we use Kijun as stop loss? Stop loss for what, Akbar? Have we talked about entering a trade? हमने अभी ट्रेड सेटअप की बात ही नहीं की है. Everybody is jumping into, I think everybody is getting impatient. I can understand your excitement, right? These are some observations, guys. That's it, nothing else. Okay? Don't be impatient. Don't have FOMO, correct? Now, what are the key support lines? So this is your answer. This is your answer to Akbar, to Narayan, whoever has asked me a question. Whenever you are already into a trade, and when you're thinking, let's say you're in long in a trade, and when the price is falling, so these are some of the lines which are going to provide exceptional support. And if price breaks this support, then you can think of booking off your profit or booking out your loss. So always remember that this is the order of importance. So first is flat cloud line, SKB thick line. Okay, SKB thick line is the strongest support. Second comes is flat KS line, the green line, flat KS line. The last is flat TK line. I don't even consider flat TK as a support, but if it's there, you can think about it. Combining key moving averages with Ichimoku to confluence. You can also combine 50 moving average and see if there is any confluence that you get. Many people like to do that. I've written this, but I personally don't follow the last rule. You can follow the first three rules. So what am I saying here? I'll give you one example. Let me clear this, all my drawings, and let me come to chart. Okay. So, okay. Let's say, if I go 4 hour maybe. Okay, let's say this is my trading time frame and I'm long in Bata India and I've traded based on 4 hours and price is falling. So what can I tell myself that on closing basis, not on intraday basis? Guys, always remember whenever we are talking about candlesticks or any patterns, you must wait for candles to close. Don't take hasty decision in between. So if a candle is closing below Kijun-sen, which is the first most important line. I know I said SKB, but SKB is all the way here. So we cannot consider SKB as support. The first support we are getting here is going to be Kijun-sen because we are already below Tenkan-sen. So the first support which is going to come from is going to be from Kijun-sen. Let's say this Kijun-sen, I know it's not exactly flat, but let's say it was a flat line. If price is falling, and if it comes to this level, then you can decide what to do based on what it does at this level. If price closes below Kijun-sen, you can go ahead and exit your trade if you want. Remember, I'm not talking about any trade strategy or trade setup, but it's the two questions Mr. Narayan and Mr. Akbar asked, how to know when to do stop loss or when to use these support lines. So I'm simply answering that question. Anytime you're trying to take a trade, I mean, you're taken a trade and price is falling down, you're looking for a key support which can genuinely provide support to that price. So the importance is given to SKB and Kijun-sen. You look which is the first place where they're going to run into. So first is going to run into Kijun-sen, which is flat right here. So if price comes to 1610 and if it does not close below Kijun-sen, we can safely say that price will bounce from this level, because at this level, if you notice, our checkout is also free and our relationship between Tenkan-sen, Kijun-sen, cloud, everything is also going to be maintained. Okay, I hope I have answered your question, Mr. Narayan and Mr. Akbar. Okay. And I hope everyone else has also understood what I'm trying to tell you. Always give importance to Kijun-sen and SKB, and you do everything, all this on your trading time frame. Okay? Good. So, like I said, use the ladder approach. Whenever you're falling, whenever price is falling down, let's say there are going to be times when you are quite high up in the sky and the Tenkan-sen is also far. So the first support that is going to price is going to take is Tenkan-sen, second is going to be KS, and third is going to be SKB. In order for instrument to completely turn bearish from bullish, it has to pass through all these three support lines. Always remember that, and always remember that it is considered to be a support line only if these lines are flat, not if they are moving. Okay, any questions, answers before I move forward, guys? With everything whatever we have covered so far? If not, we will start with the most exciting part. No doubts? Okay, okay. So now we are going to come to the exciting part, which is Tenkan-sen, Kijun-sen cross. This is the most famous strategy based on Ichimoku out there. Okay, so what is the strategy I'm going to tell you? And once again, just like yesterday, I want everybody to pay very, very close attention to what I am about to share. Next two strategies are what we are attending this workshop for. Paisa kaise banega? How are you going to take a trade? So guys, please give me your 200%. And I hope the excitement is as good as it was there yesterday. Excitement is there, guys. How is the Josh? How is the Josh, guys? Come on. Good, good. Bang on. Okay. So, what is this Tinkinson and Keynesian crossover strategy? This is a very famous strategy where you take a trade the moment Tinkinson crosses Keynesian. Okay, you take a trade. That's what everybody says everywhere on the internet, right? Now, there are 2 to 3 different theories which are going on. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to talk about Tinkinson-Keynesian trend continuation. So, what is trend continuation? Let's say we are in a bullish environment, like right here. Do you guys agree that we are all this time right here? I know we are consolidating a little bit, but at the same time, aren't we bullish because we are above the cloud prices, also above Tinkinson, Keynesian, everything? Isn't this bullish scenario right now? Isn't this bullish scenario the area which I have circled? Bullish consolidating, let's say. Okay, because it is bullish. And now after this, do we notice that we have a Tinkerson Keynesian cross strategy, which is, I know it's a very bad example, but which is happening right here. Tinkerson manages to cross above Keynesian right here, correct? So this is what is called Tinkerson Keynesian cross, but it is trend continuation. Okay, why is it trend continuation? Because it's in the same direction of the prevailing trend, which is bullish. So this is one kind of Tinkerson-Keynesian cross. What is the second type of Tinkerson-Keynesian cross? I'll tell you, it's called bearish Tinkerson-Keynesian cross, which is whenever Tinkerson-Keynesian cross, which is happening below the cloud. So which is right here. If you see here also we have a situation where Tinkerson and Keynesian have crossed right here, and we can take a trade. But are we in a bullish trend here? No, we are in a bearish trend. Why am I saying we are in a bearish trend? Because everything is happening below the cloud. So this is called trend reversal type of Tinkerson and Keynesian cross. Is everybody clear? I've explained 2 type of Keynesian cross. So one is trend continuation, one is trend reversal. Whenever it is happening, whenever bullish trade is happening below the cloud, it is going to be trend reversal. Whenever it is happening above the cloud, it is going to be trend continuation. Is this clear to everyone? Yes or no? Just type in Y, so I'll know. Yeah, Y. Yes, yes, yes. No confusion? Perfect. Okay. Now, on internet, everybody says you should not trade the second one, this one. They are saying that you should not trade this one. Why? Because it's a reversal type of trade. But what I tell you, what am I saying is that you can take these trades. In fact, there is one really good benefit about this trade. What is that benefit about this trade? Whenever you take a trade, you have a target in mind. What is the target? The target is the first line that you run into. For example, let's say Tinkerson-Keynesian crossover happened at this little hammer candle. I know it happened after that, but I'm just trying to tell you. Let's say it happened at this candle right here. If this was the case, if this was the date, we must keep target of SKA, which is this first red line which we are running into. That will be our target. And this is how a Tinkerson-Keynesian cross reversal is to be done. Is this clear to everyone? In case of reversal, we have a target in mind. Whereas whenever we take continuation, we don't have a target. We have to trail our stop loss. We have to keep going the way it is going. Is this clear to everyone? Guys, please pay attention. I know it may get a little bit technical. Okay, so 2 things. And at the same time, again, one very important part you must pay attention to is whenever you are taking the trade. Okay, so whenever Tinkerson is crossing above Keynesian, think about our original rules. Okay, so price is here, Tinkerson is here, Keynesian is here. So that rule is done. It's followed. Second rule about Chicago, about CK. Here, we will only want to make sure that whenever we are entering, we want CK to also be above the price. Okay, is this clear? So we are looking for 2 rules. One rule is going to be there. Whenever Tinkerson crosses Keynesian, price is going to be above, Tinkerson is below, Keynesian is below. So this rule is taken care of, number 1. Number 2, we want to make sure that CK is also above the price. And of course, we follow all the rules like it being free and everything. But we cannot expect the CK to be above the cloud. Why? Because the price itself is below the cloud. And this specific setup would be an aggressive kind of setup. Okay. Why? Because you're taking a reversal trade. But if you're an aggressive trader, you can go ahead and take this trade. Now I'll walk you through some examples and exactly try to show you what am I talking about. Okay. So let me open my example sheet. I'm getting 27 Jan Reliance daily time frame. Reliance. 27 Jan. Let me just open this up. Jan or June is it? Was it? Jan, right? Yeah. Okay. To go back in the past a little bit. Right here. Right here, I think. Okay, right here. Okay, look at this. So this is an example where Tinkerson, Kijinson cross we are getting above the cloud. Okay, so this is an aggressive kind of trade, first of all. Second of all, we are in the cloud. So we are not going to be taking this trade. But what I'm trying to tell you is that had this trade been taken place right here, if this was the case, we can take this trade because Tinkerson has crossed below Kijinson, number one. Number two, if you look at the CK, it is also below the price, and the distance between our entry and SKE is going to be your profit target. Okay. I know this is a bad example. I'll try to give you one more example right here. Okay. This is a beautiful example. Look at this. Okay. Tinkerson and Kijinson cross happened right here. Okay. We will come to know about this only the next day. Okay. So what we are going to do is we are going to take our entry here, right here. So this is going to be our entry candle. Probably this candle right here, this candle right here. So this is our entry. When do we enter? The moment Tinkerson and Kijinson cross has taken place. First rule. Second rule, whenever this has happened, we try to go back and we try to see what is CK doing. So I'm just going to pick up my day trend so we can exactly precisely see which is the CK, which is there 26 candles, 6 candles. Okay. So can you guys tell me, are we above the price or below the price? Right here at this juncture, this candle's close is represented right here. So are we above the price or below the price right here? We are below the price. So can we take this trade? No, we cannot take this trade. Why we cannot take this trade? Because we are trying to take a bullish trade. So least we can have is CK to be something like this. So we are going to avoid taking this trade. We want both the conditions to be satisfied. We want Tinkerson, Kijinson cross also to be there. And we want at least CK to be above the price at our entry. Okay? Everybody is clear? Everybody is clear? Correct? And let's say, I'm going to try to tell you this. Let's say we take an entry here. Let's say CK was free. I'm just trying to tell you the setup. How do we go about the setup? We take our long position tool. We plot our entry here. Okay. Right below our entry, which is the first support level you see. Which is the first support you see? Tell me. Okay, somebody said Tinkerson, SKB, SKB. Somebody said SK Jagmohan. SKB is here. Okay, the way you look at it is when we first take our entry. Do you guys agree that this right here, this I know it's not the flattest, but this flat KJ happens to be the strongest support. Remember, I told you I don't even consider Tinkerson flat as a real support. So we are going to use this SKA Kijinson as our support. Entry at the price where Tinkerson and Kijinson cross have taken place, stop loss at Kijinson flat, and target at SKA, which is right here. This is how you play a trade. Is this clear to everyone? Where you keep your stop loss is going to differ from case to case. Wherever you see closest support is where you're going to place your stop loss. It could be a swing low or it could be a flat KS. It's going to be either one of these two. And then you also try to see the risk reward as to what is the first resistance we are running into. Right, guys? Is the concept clear? Just after the crossover. Just after the crossover. So what happens is that today, at the end of the day, and talk about this part, Balaji. I'll talk about this part. I made a little cheat. I'll show you how we are going to go about finding these. But is the concept clear? Entry, stop loss, and target for these. Is it clear, everyone? I want everybody to give me the confirmation before I move. Right? Good. So let me take you through one more example, which is Reliance again on 16th October. Okay, 21. Okay. I guess. Sorry, I don't know why I written 21. Right here. Right here. So again, we are getting Tinkerson Key-Jensen cross here. Again, there are a number of things which are going wrong. First of all, our CK, if you notice, it's above the price, and we are very close to the cloud. So the risk to reward will become really bad. Why? Because our entry will be here, and we are entering right into the cloud. Okay, so this is why it's bad. One more example. Trying to find. Okay, look at this. This is much better example. Right here is a much better example. We are getting Tinkerson Key-Jensen cross. This is daily chart, right? Let me do a back test. That will give us much better idea. Okay, see, notice this thing. They have not crossed yet. Okay, but as you can see, the moment I press the play button, they will start to cross. But just like other earlier trades, this trade is also very poor. Can anybody tell me why? Just like our earlier previous trades, this is also a very poor trade. Why? We are very close to the cloud. So our target, when we are going down, our target, which is going to be the first line we are going to run into, which is this SKB, is really close. So it's going to be extremely poor RR. You ideally want this Tinkerson Key-Jensen cross to happen little bit far from the cloud so that you can take that gap as your profit. I hope my last part is clear to everyone. And why are we not getting many examples of like this? We are either consolidating or we are trending properly. That's the only reason why we are not getting those good setups. And especially with Reliance, it's making those huge moves. Is this clear, everyone? HDFC Life, perfect. Let's see what is offering us. I was going to pull out example from the scanner also, but we'll check out HDFC Life. Okay, here also we are very close to the cloud, so not a good example, but okay. Here we are getting a Tinkerson Key-Jensen cross, which is happening bullish. This is a good example of trend continuation. So far, whatever I told you was trend reversal, which was happening below the cloud. Here we are getting a trend continuation. So let me delete these lines and come to plot this little bar replay right here. Okay. What do we notice? Do we have Tinkerson Key-Jensen cross? Guys, do we have Tinkerson Key-Jensen cross? Guys, if you jump around with all these examples, I will not be able to flow, take the, right? Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and press the play button. Okay. The moment you have Tinkerson Key-Jensen cross, are all the rules being followed here? Is everything making sense here? Yes. So our entry, see, this trigger has happened probably maybe around here at this level. Yes. And I'm going to again plot it. Right here. Take this, plot it right here. So the moment you see, I'm going to press the place button again and show it to you. Okay, not happening here. Okay, when this is happening, so this is where your exact uh, predicting nature is going to come. When this is happening, can you tell me what has to happen for a price to do Tinkerson Kijikazi cross? So you have to think, what is the high? This is the high, 687. If price makes a high of 688, that's going to cause Tinkerson to move up. When it's going to cause Tinkerson to move up, it's not only going to move up, it's going to cross above Kijinson. And that is also going to trigger our entry. So perhaps even before an entry is triggered, what we can do is we can plot our long position at around, let's say, 689. And our stop loss is going to be flat Kijinson, which is right here. Now, this is like I told you guys earlier, in case of trend continuation. So this is happening above the cloud. So in case of trend continuation, there is one limitation. What is that limitation? We won't be able to have exact target. Why? Because there is no price action on the left, because we are already bullish. Okay. So the first target that we should aim for is 1:1, because that way we are going to be able to take the trade without incurring any loss. So let me plot this line on 1:1 right here. So we are losing 36 rupees here and we are getting 39 rupees here. So a little bit more than 1:1. So let me bring this down to almost 36. Okay, so we are almost at 1:1. Okay, so now I'm going to press the play button. Our entry got triggered. Our stop loss is capped at flat Kijinson. And again, I'm going to press the play button. And the way once our entry is triggered, once the price has started to move up, if you notice Kijinson is also moving up. So the way the Kijinson moves up, you can start to trail your stop loss also. You can move it along with Kijinson. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take this little tool, I'm going to put it up where Kijinson is there. Again, I'm going to press the play button. Okay. Again, Kijinson has become a little bit flat. It's better for us because that gives us strong support. So this is how you're going to keep trailing your stop loss. We've got stopped out right here. Yes, we use initially, we are going to use, again, as I told you, we are going to, you have two options as far as stop losses are concerned. You either choose pivot high low or you choose Kijinson flat, whichever is closer to you. Okay, whichever is closer to you, number one. Number two, your initial target always is going to be 1:1. That's all you're aiming for. Why 1:1? Because once it's 1:1, then that trade becomes free for you. Even if you are stop loss, if your stop loss gets hit, you're not losing anything. And then you continue trailing with a Kijinson. And with trailing also, there are a number of options available. See guys, always remember, especially in trading, I can teach you how to take an entry. I can teach you how to place a stop loss. But the exit is an art. It's not something mechanical. When I tell you to book out everything 100% as Kijinson, I'm almost telling you not to enjoy the full benefits of the full profit that this trade may have it for you. So what else you can do is once the price has reached 1:1, you can maybe get rid of your 50% of the position. Once it's reached 2:1, you can get rid of your 50% of the position and trail the rest. And if you're a really aggressive kind of trader, what is the one more thing you can do? Once you have reached RR, risk to reward of 2:1, you can use Tinkerson as your trailing stop loss and not Kijinson. This way, you will be able to take maximum benefit if the trade continues to go up and trend. Okay. Is this clear to everyone? Guys, anybody has any questions? So we have covered two types of Tinkerson and Kijinson cross. One, they're both bullish examples. I'm rephrasing everything. They're both bullish examples. One which is happening above the cloud. What do we call that? Come on, everyone, reply fast. What do we call that? Whenever Tinkerson Kijinson cross is happening above the cloud, what do we call that? Trend continuation. Beautiful, Balaji. Thanks a lot. And second, whenever it happens below the cloud, it is called trend reversal. The trend reversal is aggressive. The beauty of trend reversal is that we have a target in mind. Okay, so we can decide our RR. Okay, number one. Number two, in both the cases, we are only looking for two rules to be followed. Which are those two rules? First rule, Tinkerson and Kijisen position, it is going to be already taken care of. Why? Because they have crossed, number one. And number two, Chicago. Chicago with respect to only the price and not the cloud. Am I clear, everyone? This single strategy will give you very good results if you don't cheat. Don't ever cheat with the rule of CK. If you don't follow the rule of CK, whenever price is making those sideways move, you will end up losing money. The sheer job of CK is to make sure you are trending. If CK is running into price, that means you're consolidating, and that means you should not take a trade. Am I clear, everyone? Any questions, queries, or doubts? In live market, it is very difficult to find out TK cross, let's say in an hour. Why is it difficult? I have a solution for you, Mr. Jagmohan. I have a beautiful solution for you. But before we go ahead to that solution, I just have one request to everyone. Tell me, guys, how many of you guys track small number of instruments and only trade those? Are there people who do that? Trade only a small set of instruments, let's say 5-10 instruments, like Tata Steel, Tata Motors, Reliance, HDFC Bank, Kotak. Okay, we have somebody who said yes, only 10 stocks. Beautiful. We have Bhavuk who is saying I do. It's my request to you, Mr. Jagmohan, do this approach. I personally feel whenever you follow those 5-10, I know people who track only two, they track only Bank Nifty or only 3 or 4. The less number of stocks you trade, you not only are watching them closely, but you understand their pulse really quick. For example, if you're trading Ashok Leyland, you will know the levels from which it usually bounces off. Like 120 level is a very consolidating type of level. 100 is a light type of level where it's a Lakshman Rekha type of level where if it breaks, it goes down. So there are certain characteristics to each stock which you will really understand. And if you're only following small number of stocks, it's really easy for you to find such patterns. Correct? Okay, so let's see how do we go about finding these trades. Okay, so what am I going to do is I'm going to open this beautiful website. I hope everybody has accessed it. If you've not, kindly do this with me so it becomes really, I'll share the screenshot also of this. It's called chartinc.com. I want everybody to open this. Everybody open Chartinc. Everyone. In here, I'm going to go to screeners. I'm going to go to create scan. Actually, I'm going to go to create scan. Okay. So let's do this on daily time frame. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to press this little plus icon. And here I'm going to press Ichimoku so that Ichimoku, all the lines come up. So first I'm looking for Tinkerson to cross Kijinsen. So Tinkerson, which is also known as conversion line. So Tinkerson crosses above, there's this option right here. There's this option, crosses above, and then again I'm going to press Ichimoku and it will come baseline. Okay, everybody has understood this part so far? Okay, and now I'm going to press run scan. Okay, and now because I press crash, I'm getting many options. Let me just do Nifty 100. Nifty 100 is not giving anything. Nifty 200. Run scan. Okay, so we are getting Godrej Agrovet and we are getting SAIL. Let me open SAIL. SAIL, SAIL. Okay, perfect. We are getting this result. Tinkerson crossing above Kijisen, but it's a very, if you notice what has happened is actually it looks like it's a bearish signal, but actually it's a bullish signal. But do we have a trade here? We don't have a trade. In fact, perhaps when this thing happened right here, there was a bearish trade, which never really triggered or which never really took place. Why would not have taken place? Because our CK was not supporting. It was not below the price. But this is how you go about it. Let me open one more chart, which is Godrej Agrovet. Okay, another bad chart. Let me open and do this Nifty 200 to Nifty 500. Hopefully we'll get something here. TCN brands. TC and clothing. Yeah. Right here. Beautiful. So what is that one thing we noticed about this is that we are becoming a little late in this when we are doing this. So what have I done is, do you guys agree that when we came to know it's already late, the party is already late. So what am I going to do is, this is the cheat I'm doing here. Here I'm going to change this from 9 into 7, and here I'm going to change this baseline from 26 to 25 or 24. You can be flexible here. Can you guys tell me what have I exactly done here? What have I done here? What have I done? Jagmohan, Pahuk, come on guys. Are you guys there? Am I audible? Hello? Hello? Yes, I have changed these dates trying to catch signal early. Exactly. So this is the cheat I was telling you about. So I'm going to run the scan now. And now we are getting NoCil is one brand, NoCil, NOCIL. Let's see this. NOCIL. So even though here also we are late, but when you run this scan on daily basis, there are plenty of situations where you will get this crane when exactly Tinkinson and Kijinson are really close to each other. So along with this, what else we can do is we can also run when Tinkinson is equal to Kijinson, but I like to use this bit better. So tell me one thing, are all conditions being met here in case of no sell? Are all conditions being met for taking a bullish trade? So perhaps I can take up this little drawing tool, long position, mark it here. Our entry is, let's say, price again closes over here. We are gonna use little KJ here, right here. The only culprit with this is that even if price decides to move sideways for a little bit, CK is gonna run into price. But otherwise, this trade looks good. If price gives a good movement, let's say, for example, on Monday itself, price opens and somewhere closes around 220, would this be a good trade? Would this be a good trade? Yes. Why? Because that will make CK completely free. Correct? Correct, guys? Any questions or doubts? And with this, remember, you are going to get this setup even if it's happening below cloud or above cloud both. Let me change this to cash and let's see if we can get more examples. With cash, I don't like to run because you get lots of stocks which are really not, they don't have much volume. But let's see if we get South Indian Bank, the South Bank. South Bank. Okay, see, again, they have just tad touched it right now, but again, CK is not supportive. Where are you getting this target and support stop loss indicator? Okay, it's I'm sorry I didn't tell you about this. This is called little long position and short position. It's a part of trading view. If you go to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, it's a seventh option on the left. Okay, if Chicago Span touches price but still hasn't touched the key Jensen, we should stay in the trade, right? See, I'm not sure if I understand your question. If Chicago touches the price, if he's touching the price and yes, you stay in the trade. Yes. Sorry. Yes, you stay in the trade. But be careful, Akbar. When that has happened, remember that trend reversal may take place. So, agar us bar stop loss hit hota hai, to make sure you get out because you already got first indication when Chicago touched the price, right? I hope my point is clear to you. Right, guys? Everybody has understood this concept clearly. Tinkinson, Kijelson cross. The same thing can be used on hourly time frame also. Okay, let's open hourly time frame and let's go to any stock, Tata Motors, let's say. Tata Motors, 1 hour. Okay. Let me do auto. Yeah. Right here, perfect example. Look at this. Right here. We got Tinkerson Kijens cross, which is happening right here. Tinkerson Kijisen cross, which is happening right here. Everything was making sense. Everything was perfect. You can take a trade maybe after the cross has happened around here. So this is where if we are able to see this before it has happened, so maybe perhaps you can see it right here at this candle. You can take a trade. CK was also above the price. Everything was good, but it just happens to be the one trade that didn't work out. But everything, all the rules and everything was making sense right here. Okay. Can we use charting in 1 hour, 2 hour time frame when the market is open? Yes, you can. The only thing is gives you a little bit delay indications. Okay. So let me do same thing. Create scan. Somebody asked about hourly time frame. So I'm just going to show you how to go about this. And let's do this a little bit differently. I'm going to go to Ichimoku conversion line, 1 hour. And this time I'm doing it a little bit different. Ichimoku conversion line, I'm doing equals Ichimoku baseline. This is also a jumping. You're trying to predict before the crossover really happens. And let's do Nifty 200 run scan. Good, we are getting many ideas. Sun TV is one we are getting. Let's open Sun TV. So I'm going to open Sun TV. 1 second, Sun TV. Oops. I think trading is down a little bit. It's behaving a little bit slow. I think everybody's using it a lot on the weekend. Let's check it right here. Okay, here also, you don't see, in fact, we are late and you don't see a red line. This red line, it stopped. You cannot see it because it's exactly at the same level of Tinkerson. Okay, so if price makes the moment the price makes a higher high, it's probably going to split from Tinkerson and Kijisen. We are late in this trade basically. Let me show you one more example. Bajaj Auto. Okay, beautiful. Look at this. If we had done our little bit of cheat work, perhaps we could have got our entry here, but the Chica would not have given us entry. What you can do with this trade is observe price and what is it doing. If we had entered, again, this is the huge candle which has made the difference, correct? And as you can see, Tinkerson and Kijisen, they have not crossed over yet. But again, this is also a trade where we cannot take a trade. Why we cannot take a trade? Because we are already into our target, which was the cloud. Okay. Mindtree. I'm just randomly picking up these stocks. Hopefully we'll find a setup. That's what I'm trying to come at. Okay, beautiful. So this is a good example. Tinkerson and Kijisen at this level are exactly at the same level. And we want Tinkerson cross. And if you notice, can you guys tell me, this is a bonus question. I want everybody to answer this question. Tinkerson Kijisen cross will happen when? What will price has to do? Approximately which level price has to break for Tinkerson Kijisen cross to take place? Tell me guys, bonus question. And we can place this trade well in advance. Yo, tell me that approximately it's going to be above this level right here. 2525. Why? Because this is the high and this is in the last 9 candles. So until and unless, maybe what we can do is we can put an alert for Mindtree at 2528. And if it's triggered, we can plot our long position something like this. Our entry is going to be here. Our stop loss is going to be here. And we can take trade accordingly. And we can continue to trail the stop loss as Kijisen is moving up. So you have to go through each one and you have to try to see which setup is giving you an entry. Okay. Break the swing high. Absolutely correct. Any questions or queries, guys, with the two strategies which we have discussed? I know it's a one strategy, but it's two. You can take aggressive approach or you can take a conservative approach. Can we enter more than 2 variables in charting? Yes, you can. But CK is subjective one. Don't try to think you can enter the CK because CK is something you have to train your eyes for, Akbar. Try to see. Here, CK, I know that once CK is going to be above this level, it's going to be free. Charting is not going to be able to tell you that. Here, CK is almost touching the price. Even if it was touching the price, charting could not give you this. We don't want that. So that's why I did not enter CK. I'm assuming you wanted to ask about CK. Am I right, Akbar? I thought so. Been there, done that. ये सब मैं कर चुका हूँ. Correct? Guys, I hope you like this strategy. Remember, the cornerstone of this strategy is Chicago. Always have Chicago in your favor and try to think logically when are you going to get which strategy. Okay? Trend continuation, like what happened on Friday. Let me open Nifty chart. Daily, and let me get rid of this. What is happening with Nifty? What is happening with Nifty? It gave a fall and then eventually it recovered. Okay. So try to think Tinkerson, Kijesen cross. When are you likely to get that? You are likely to get that whenever price is doing this. Whenever price is trending up like this, whenever Nifty will make higher highs, that's when you're likely to get Tinkerson Kijesen cross above cloud and below cloud. When are you likely to get this below cloud? Whenever we have a huge fall. Whenever we have a huge fall and then price again decides to recover, that's when we are going to get Tinkerson Kijesen cross below the cloud. So even before you start to look for these setups, try to understand from higher point of view that when can you expect to get these kind of results. Are you going to get Tinkerson Kijesen cross when overall market is going through consolidation? Yes or no? Are you going to get that? Exactly. So even before you look for a setup, try to understand the concept. Maybe in very few stocks. Absolutely correct. Okay, guys. So with this, can we take a quick 7 minutes break? And I see everyone. I'll get some coffee, washroom break, and we can start with the second strategy. Excited, everyone? I hope the enthusiasm and Josh is still high. Yes? Everyone reply. Thanks a lot, guys. Thank you. So with this 7 minutes timer, super high. Thanks a lot. Really appreciate it. So this is a timer. I've set it up, and then I'll see everyone in 7 minutes. Okay, we'll do the ratings after we come back from the break. Oh, you want to do the rating now? Okay, let's do one thing, guys. Sorry, guys. Can we quickly do a feedback, just like yesterday? Just 2 minutes, guys. It will take. Uh, Thanks a lot, Anish. Everyone, just like yesterday, quickly give everyone rating. So far, only one person is given. I want to go on break. You want to go on break. So everyone reply, please. Thanks a lot, Harish. Thanks a lot, Narayan. Everyone, please reply fast. Thanks, Yash. Thanks, Sumant. Thanks, Akbar. Thank you. Perfect. Thanks, Jagmohan. Thank you. Great. I'll go quickly in the break start. I'll see everyone exactly in 30. Quick sound check. If you can hear me, see my screen, just say yes. Perfect. Okay. Learn app help. Somebody is saying, Kiran is saying they have not received the recording. Kiran, have you checked your spam folder? Please check. Sometimes people get their files in the spam folder. So kindly check that. Right. So I'll just wait. Let's just wait one more minute for everybody to join me. Yes, Sanjay. Good observation. Yeah, I like to do. I think it makes me focus more. I think that's what was the case for everyone. Sanjay asked me if I'm standing while giving webinars. Not, I've conducted many webinars, and the first time somebody had asked me this. But you're absolutely correct. Actually, after pandemic, I made a special desk, one corner of my house, which I made my trading table. I hope the recording is on. Learn app help. Recording is there going on, right? Yeah. So I made this one area, one corner of my house as my trading webinar, all the sessions and everything. But what happens is when you're standing, when you're, this was like when we are talking about what do you call that Excel sheet right here. So this is the one of the tabs which I personally use. I also write posture. So when I was placing the trade, how was my posture? Was it I was lying down, I was standing, so it's these things which really told me that whenever it's this has been my experience. Whenever I was taking my trade a little bit lightly, whenever I took trade for granted, whenever I thought that no boss, this trade so it's gonna work. Let me increase my quantity. It's a perfect. Like I compromised on a rule or two. Those were the trades where I ended up losing money, and that's why I made this new rule that I will only trade when I'm standing. So that's why the standing thing comes in, right? Thanks a lot for the kind words. The Sant 7788. Really appreciate it. Thanks a lot. Appreciate it. So I'm assuming everyone's back. And with this, any questions or queries with whatever we have discussed so far? Any questions or queries? Guys, all good? No doubt? Perfect. So this will move on to the second strategy, which is I'm gonna change to Learn app. So the second strategy is going to be cloud break strategy. Now, what is this cloud break strategy? In cloud break, you take a trade the moment price is breaking out of the cloud, and we take a trade. This is what everybody says on YouTube, on Google, everywhere. And a cloud break also, just like our Tinkers and Kijisen, cloud break also can be two types. It can be trend continuation or it can be trend reversal. Okay, so I'm going to bring you back to Nifty, and I'm going to show you a daily chart, right? Okay, let me get rid of all the drawings right here. If you noticed right here, pay attention to this part right here. We are in a bullish, yeah, we are in a bullish trend right here. And then price comes below the cloud, just the top part of the cloud. It touches SKB and then it again comes out. So because we were bullish and we are again coming out of the cloud, this is trend continuation type of cloud break and not a trend reversal. Which one would be a trend reversal? This one would be a trend reversal if price had managed to continue to go down below this level, which it did not. But if this was the case, whenever we are breaking through SKB, try to remember it this way. Whenever we are breaking through SKB is when we are going to say it's a trend reversal and not a trend continuation. Right? Everybody's understood. Just like Tinkers and Kijisen cross, here also we have two types of cloud break. One is trend continuation, one is trend reversal. Okay. In case of trend continuation, just like our Tinkers and Kijisen example, here also we are looking for our all the rules to be true, especially CK. And in case of trend reversal, we are going to look for all the rules to be true, but we are going to look for it on another setup. So if this is bullish case, we are looking for everything to be bearish. Let me show you these with a few examples. So I'm gonna open cloud break conventional 4th June PFC. Okay, PFC, Power Finance Corporation on 4th June. Oops, 1 second. PFC. I changed it to wrong trading view account. PFC daily chart. This. Right here. Okay. So what happens is that as per our conventional method, you take a trade the moment you close above the cloud. So right here, we take a trade as per conventional methods. But if you really pay attention, can you guys tell me which all rules are being flaunted here? Here, which all rules are not followed if you are looking for trend? So if you talk about it, first of all, is Tinkerson above cloud and below the price? It is just above the cloud. Let's say it is, but is Kijinson above the cloud? No, it's not. Number one. Number two, CK is also not above the cloud. It is above the price. So we as a Ichimoku trader with this new edge that we have, we would not have taken this trade. Okay, we will only take a trade when all the 4 rules of us are becoming true with us. Okay, so which is the trade we would take? Let me show you that example. Asian Paint 7th April. Asian Paint 7th April. Okay, we have a case here, right here. Look at this. This is a perfect example. Right here, when price broke out of the cloud, right here. So should we use lock or auto? Auto. I only use auto. So I don't know, I somehow it clicked the button, but anyways, we use auto only. Right here, price tried to come out of the cloud. It came out of the cloud also, but CK was almost, actually in the cloud. So we will not take a trade. But the second time this situation, again, it happened here. It managed to come out of the cloud, but again, it went up. There was no follow through. Please use backtest. Okay, yeah, good suggestion. I'm sorry, I should have done that from beginning. Right here. Okay, so we are here, and let me press the play button. Okay, so are our all rules true here? So should we take this trade? Come on, guys, everyone reply. Not at all. So I'm going to go ahead and press the play button and let it do its thing. Again, price is going to come back into the cloud. It's not actually come back into the cloud. It has just managed to peep below. But again, it has again come up. Are all our rules true here? Somebody said yes. The rule which is not true is this: Kijinson is still below the cloud or in the cloud almost, you can say. So it's not true yet. Still, we are not getting perfect setup. And again, as you can see, because we are not getting perfect setup, see, because CK all this time, it was doing was it was hovering around the cloud, and it was also causing the price also to hover around the cloud. We are still not being able to break out. So I'm again going to press the play button. Again, price went down. Here is when all our rules are becoming true. All the rules, everything is becoming true. Correct? So this is the kind of setup that we are looking for. And look at this. Remember what we discussed in the first setup, first day. Pay attention to all the lines. Tinkerson, Kijinson, everything is moving up. This is also moving up. This is also moving up. The only difference here is that we are going to pay attention. We are going to look at this thing. We are going to try to predict it before it happens. How are we going to try to predict it? Whenever we are somewhere around here, Every time you put an alert at this price, this level of 2699, or rather 2700, this is the level at which everything, right from CK to Tinkinson to Kijensen to SKB to SKA, everything was going to be pointed up. So whenever we are here, or in fact here or anywhere, this is the time when you should know, or when you should be able to tell or predict that which is the swing high, or which is the high which is going to cause all the lines and everything is to go up. It's going to be right here. So 2700 is where we will probably plot our entry, long position, right here, somewhere around here. And we are going to keep our stop loss as KJ, which is going to be the flat KJ. And then first we are going to target 1:1, and then we are going to continue trailing it. Is this part clear what I just said last? Otherwise, if you wait for the cloud breakout to occur and after you enter, whenever these big candles are created, we will always miss the trade. So it's really important for us to place our trade in advance and to able to tell what is it that's exactly happening and what is going to happen if price reaches that level. Try to see it before it happens. You guys see what am I saying? Everyone agrees? I'll surely explain this part again. Let's say we are here, okay? Everyone, let's say we are here and we want to take this trade whenever cloud break happens, okay? So you have to think of all the rules. You have to think when will all our trending rules. I'm talking about this slide right here. Yeah, when what price has to do to make all these rules become true? Price is greater than Tinkinson, Tinkinson is greater than Kijensen, Kijensen is greater than everything is above the cloud, cloud is thick and green, and CK is above price and cloud. So CK and everything else. So at that time, you have to think that that will happen only once price is crossed above this level. Okay, the cloud is not going to become green. It is only going to become green once we are following through. That's the last rule. So that will happen as we move on. But for now, we are looking for everything else to be true. Everything else is going to happen true only if we are able to cross this level. Once we cross this level, once we are at this level right here, what is going to happen? Price is going to be here. Tinkinson is going to be somewhere here. Kijensen is going to be somewhere here. And the CK is going to be somewhere around here so that it is completely free. Now, am I making myself clear? Is this clear now? Everyone? I hope I'm making sense. So it's about planning your trades before they occur. Otherwise, we'll always end up waiting too long. Right, Mr. Somebody, Balaji, I hope, yeah, I have answered a question, right? Everyone clear? Good. Okay. So let me go ahead and, so we place our trade somewhere around here. Let's place it even before they occur. Right here is where our trade is going to be taken place. And right now our flat Kijensen is here. So this is what our stop loss is going to be. So I'm going to press the play button now. What happened? Kijensen suddenly moved up. So now we are going to trail our stop loss right here. Yeah, let me move this. So I've moved my stop loss to this level. Okay. Now I'm gonna, and now you have two choices. Like I told you, if you want to protect your profit, you can make Tinkinson also your stop loss level, or you can continue doing Kijensen. Let me press play button. And as price makes new highs, this is the beauty of the indicator. What is the best part about this indicator? As price keeps moving in our direction, our stop loss automatically gets trailed. Right here, if I were to make Tinkinson, I can make Tinkinson. One very beautiful way of using this would be whenever you have achieved, let's say 3:1 or 4:1, from that level, you should definitely convert it and change it into Tinkinson crossover. So Tinkinson as your stop loss. So whenever price closes below Tinkinson stop loss, you will at least have made good amount of money. Okay, let me pull up just one again random chart of Reliance. Any other stock you want me to pull up? I'll We can pull that up. Any suggestion? Any one cloud break? Just give me one stock name. Don't everybody Divi's Lab. Okay, that's it. Don't type in, guys. I got one suggestion. That's it. I'm gonna look at it. Okay, so right here, beautiful. So I'm gonna pick up my little backtesting tool and I'm gonna plot it right here. Bar replay. I plot it right here and plot it here. Are all our rules being true here? Come on, guys. Are all our rules being true? गुजरात गैस ब्यूटीफुल, वो बाद में देखते हैं. बालाजी पहले बोला तो वो देख लेता. गुड एग्जांपल, ये भी देख लेते हैं. ओके, बट कैन वी ट्राई टू प्रेडिक्ट? सो कैन वी ट्राई टू सी? Can we try to approximately get an idea that if price was to break around 3743? Now you may ask me, why have I chosen 3743? I've chosen 3743 randomly because I want this purple line to be out. So I'm assuming it will be out somewhere around here. So maybe what we can do is we can place our entry at 3743 and tell me, bonus time, what will be my stop loss here? What will be my stop loss? SKB, perfect. Jagmohan, absolutely correct. SKB. So I'm going to use SKB as my stop loss level right here. Okay. And now I'm going to press the play button and we're going to wait for price to do its thing. The moment this is triggered, we are in trade. Now what you do is the moment you see, okay, there are two things which are happening. First of all, when this entry got triggered, I'm just going to put this on the side right here. What is happening is that because price was consolidating so much, this thing took care of CK. It took care of Tinkinson also. But our Kijunsen is still below the cloud. So this is again where a little bit of subjectivity comes in picture. There are two things you can do. First of all, if you want to follow it to the T to almost all the way, you can avoid and you can skip this trade. Or second, what you can do is you can take a really small trade. If you're planning on taking, let's say 50 stocks, you can take maybe 25 or 10 stocks and wait for Kijunsen to eventually move up. And then you can take an additional entry or you can completely avoid taking the trade. Okay. Let's say we have taken aggressive approach and we have taken trade with a small quantity. The moment you see Kijunsen going above SKB, you change your stop loss level. See, this one single candle changed everything. So you change your stop loss level to KJ right here. Correct? So this is like, I'm not sure if I used it in this. If you wait for all the 4 rules, no doubt you will be better off with all the with perfect trend. But whenever something like this is happening, when we are getting one of the rules was not being true, and you still think that I want to take a trade, take it with small quantity. All it takes is, and try to predict also, try to be smart about it. Okay, if we are here, you should know that the moment this high is taken out, moment 3908 is there, that is going to cause Kijunsen to eventually go up again. That is nothing but 26 days highs low, which was earlier, it was here. It got taken out here. And the moment this got taken out, Kijunsen started to move up. Okay, Gujarat Gas, somebody gave me an example. I think that's a good example. Gujarat Gas, daily chart. Okay, beautiful. Trend continuation, perfect. Who gave Gujarat Gas? I have to give them candy. Sanjay, good one. Long position right here. Are all rules true? Let me move this. You know what? Let's use backtesting tool. Get rid of this. Delete. Backtest right here. Okay, we are here. Again, try to think what has to happen for all the 4 rules to become true. So maybe perhaps level of 571. So let me put this here around 571. Why do I use 570? This is a swing high here, or we can use this also. Just let's say it's 571. I'm going to press the play button. Is everything set? Is everything set? Am I making sense, guys? Is this system everything? Are you able to understand it thoroughly? And how we have introduced an extra feature of able to predict these lines or this indicator or the setup before it happens. And that's the beauty of entire setup. Yes. Yes, you're absolutely correct, Sanjay. Correct, guys? Now I'll go through many more examples. Somebody said MRF. Okay, good example. A very good example. Who gave MRF? Good example. Anish, I think it is. Good. So what is happening with MRF? Try to think. Somebody tells you, boss, MRF lele. MRF by MRF is going to be bullish. So socho, try to think. Now, do we see that this high is the strong highest high we see closest around here? So let me plot horizontal line around this level approximately. So maybe perhaps you know what I can do? I can place an alert at 87507. The moment 87507 is crossed, I'll start to observe this because I know when 87507 is crossed, CK is still going to be in the cloud, but at least I can start to pay attention. And then at that time, I will know a new level, a level at which perhaps I can take an entry, place a stop loss, and exit everything. We are not taking trade here, Mr. Solanki. I'm just giving you an example how to go about it. Goodyear. Okay, I don't know what you want me to see with Goodyear, but let's say, I don't know if you're talking about this entry right here. Okay, this was Goodyear, like let's say we are here at Goodyear. Okay, we are here. Then perhaps this level, 965. If price crosses above 965, we will place our entry and we'll place an alert and we'll see what the price is doing. So I'm going to press a play button. Okay, our alert is triggered, but CK is still not out of the cloud. So perhaps what I'll do is I'll put another alert that now that everything else is making sense, I'll enter this trade or I'll observe this trade or I'll enter the trade at 983. We'll enter the trade at 983, let's say. So let's say 983 is there, but CK is still not out of the cloud. Let's say it's out of the cloud now. Okay, at this candle, we enter a trade. So what do we do is we pick up our little long position tool. We place our entry somewhere around here because CK is free, and we place our stop loss at this level right here. And then we target 1:1. It's placed at 1:1. I'm going to press a place button, and it has decided to go down. And what is it doing? What is it doing? Let it do its thing. We are still in trade. We are not stopped out. But what is one negative thing which is happening? What is the negative thing which is happening? Exactly. So look at CK. It's coming really close to the cloud. So this tells you that chances of us being successful in this trade are a little bit less right now. So if my stop loss is hit, I will not modify it. I'll simply get out. Remember, we don't have a system which is there, which is going to give you 100% success. This trade, this setup is a perfect setup. It didn't work, too bad. Move on to the next setup. Okay, let's look at what is Nifty doing. And let's do this from 30 minutes point of view and we'll come all the way up. Okay, beautiful, beautiful example. I'm glad I brought this. So for Nifty, is it safe for me to say that I'll pay attention to Nifty once it closes 15,830? Then only it will turn bullish? Guys, approximate, just rough. So I'm going to keep an alert at 15,800 and see what's happening. Let's move to 1 hour. Move 1 hour. So look at this. For 1 hour also, if I were to, let's keep the trade on 15,830. 15,800 I said, right? First, let's say 800. So if Nifty does crosses 15,800 on 30 minutes also, it will become bullish. On 1 hour also, it will become bullish because where CK is below the price, it may. I'm not sure. Actually, no. But if it consolidates in somewhere here, it crosses above, then it will become bullish. On 4 hours, we just touched a CK, just touched the price, and this is what it's doing now. Correct? Let's open Bank Nifty. Somebody said Bank Nifty also, daily chart. Okay. Again, here also you try to see, unless Bank Nifty starts to reverse again and go up like this, CK is going to be in trouble. It's either going to run into price or it's going to run into the cloud. Correct, guys? Any questions or queries? Anyone? Please suggest if we can short index short. If not long, we are trading to make profit. I'm not sure if I understand your question right, Vinod. When to use 30 minutes, 1 hour, 1 hour? Okay, good question. Narayan, I'll answer this question. What kind of trader are you? If you are somebody who is positional trader, then perhaps you should look at daily charts. And you can look at 4 hour chart also. You can compare the two, see what is happening. If you're somebody who is a swing trader who likes to hold their position for, let's say, a week to 10 days, then perhaps you should look at 4 hours and 1 hour chart. And if you're somebody who is an intraday type of trader, you should look at 30 minutes chart. I don't go down below 30 minutes. If it works on one instrument, it is going to work on all instruments. Somebody asked me to check Ethereum. I don't even, okay, you know what? Let's just try it. What is ETH, BSD, USD? What is it? Yeah. Coinbase, daily chart. You tell me what is happening. Who is this? Is this who has suggested for Ethereum? Was it Yash? Tell me. So a simple way to analyze this would be if price continues to go down below 2111, that will cause the only rule which is not being true right now for it to go down is this CK. It's hovering around the cloud. So if price Ethereum convincingly manages to go below 2111, then this instrument will become bearish. Okay. Can it be on ratio chart? I'm not sure what's your question. Not a good situation to enter. Definitely not. What are the instruments that can be traded as per you? Spot, stock, everything. Not options. Not options. Don't plot option charts. I don't use option chart, but stock and futures both. I use futures and stock both. Yes. Narayan, if you enter based on 1 day, you should exit also based on the same. Or you can look at 4 hours and try to predict exit sooner if you can trend reverse. So what happens is if you're using daily time frame as your main primary trend identifier, you can use 4 hours as your stop loss level and for your profit booking as well. But don't go below 4 hours. No, don't do that. Don't no, not for Sanjay. Don't do that. I got it what you meant, but I didn't know your meaning to do that with Ichimoku. Don't do that. At least I don't use it. Okay. Correct. Does the color of the cloud presently moving forward present anything? Yes, it does. So what happens is that if you notice right now, even if Ethereum continues to move forward for some days, can you tell me what is the color of the cloud going to be above or below the price? It's going to be continue to be red. So that is bearish. So if this cloud slowly turns into green, slowly, let's say it starts to come up like this and eventually turns green, then it's telling you that once we move here, the cloud below us is green. That is giving one positive additional signal for us to go bullish. I sometimes refer to Ichimoku on Nifty 5-minute futures, 5 minutes chart and take buy options. And that seems to be working. I'm not having any issue with it. Would you not recommend that? If you are working fine, why are you asking me? I don't ever open Ichimoku 5-minute chart. I don't even, my fingers won't allow me to open 5 minutes chart. I'm too scared. For bearish, it will be red. Absolutely correct. Short trade example, please share. Somebody has asked me. This is exactly the opposite. Uh, 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 Ace, I think it's giving me a little bit of negative bias. Okay, let's say this is a short-term trade. I don't. UPL. Let me try to think. Right here, beautiful example. When we are here, thanks for somebody who's asked me for a bearish example. Oops. Okay, this won't allow us to do intraday. But let's just say when we are here at this place right here, you saw that the CK was in the cloud or very close to the cloud. So instead of taking a trade here, what we can safely say that let me place an alert at this level at 825. And the moment this 825 trigger got alerted and you open the chart and you saw the chart, you simply look at this chart. The chart will show you a little bit of CK, which is right here below the cloud, and all the lines, prices below the cloud, Tinkerson is below the cloud, Kijun is below the cloud. So perhaps at that time, we can pick up our little short position tool and not the long one. We can place our entry here, place our stop loss at right here at this level, and we can trail or do whatever we want. And target first 1:1, which we achieved, then straight away move our stop loss to Kijun wherever it is following. Who asked for a bearish chart, short trade example? Mr. Vinod, I hope I answered your question. Thanks for bringing this point up. Which are the backtest time frames pair that complement each other? Which are study, no opinion from your experience? The best time frame pairs. There is no, I told you, right? 1 hour, 4 hour, daily 4 hour, 1 hour, 30 minutes. It depends what you want to do. I use only 30 minutes and 1 hour charts for my options trading, for recognizing my Nifty or swing tradings. Can we use this in equity only? Can this be used in a futures option? I already answered this question, Narayan. For now, futures, it will be the same thing. Options chart, you don't use Ichimoku. Right? Guys, I'm waiting for people to ask me more questions. I want to make sure I cover everybody's all the doubts and queries. It will work on currencies and setup. Okay, let me pull up USD INR for those asking about currency. Let me put daily chart. Perfect. Very good example. So look at this. For CK to be free, price has to close about 74.49. Right here. So even before a price has reached that level, we can place our trade. If price reaches this level, my entry and setup will be something like this. Right here. And all I'm going to do is target for 1:1 in the beginning, and then I'll see how does it pan out. Everything, gold, silver, everything. You know, gold is falling right now. Don't try to take these as a trading tips or trading advices. We are simply analyzing whatever we are discussing. So you try to tell me what is gold doing now. Mr. Vinod, answer please and tell me. What is gold doing right now? This is a daily chart of gold. Mr. Vinod, I'm waiting for your reply. Everyone reply. So the way I would see is price is falling. Okay. So what is the first level of support? So the first level of support is around 46,500. So I'll try to observe what is the price doing at this place. We are not entering. Of course, we are not entering because CK is below cloud and everything. We're just trying to analyze that there is no trade happening here. Unless price continues to fall down, causing, think of it this way, if price continues to go down for 2 days and then fall, then CK will simply do this, go like this for 2 days and suddenly come out of the cloud. So if this is what happened, if price falls for 2 days, then we'll be completely bearish. Correct? Right, guys? Right, guys, just give me 2 minutes. I'll be back. Meanwhile, please post your questions. Just give me 2 minutes. I'll be back. 2 minutes. Yes, guys, I'm back. And I see that nobody has posted any questions or queries. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to quickly recap everything what we have learned so far. Okay. And I'm going to try to especially talk about the parts which I feel are most important. Okay. Let me first of all ask everyone, is the why of the workshop being served? Have I been able to deliver what I promised? Do you think you'll be able to trade using Ichimoku with high probability, whatever setups we have discussed? Thanks a lot, guys. Really appreciate it. I hope the about the workshop part, whatever we said, the workshop was about. I hope that was also accurate. That it is for beginner to intermediate level traders. You are going to be able to recognize key support and resistance levels, and you're going to be able to take a trade also. In fact, this is better than my previous setup. Okay, I'm glad. Thanks, guys. Right. Uh, So the beauty of Ichimoku is just that it was phenomenal knowledge it has given me. It has made me think so much differently now. I'm glad. Thanks a lot, guys. So beauty of Ichimoku is that we are thinking not in terms of closing price, but we are thinking in terms of highs and lows. It's a one glance indicator. By simply looking at Ichimoku for 5 seconds, by looking at all those 5 lines, we can quickly make a decision as to what is happening. Flatness of Ichimoku lines, whenever those Ichimoku lines are flat, they are going to be giving us support, correct? SKB pointing up, it tells us that SKB is the toughest line to move up. Whenever that is pointing up, it tells us that a strong movement in price has happened. Is there any advanced course on the same? No, if there is, we'll learn app will definitely let you know, sir. Is there an intermediate level or advanced level to this Learn app? Yes, Learn app help. Are you there? There are people who are asking about intermediate or advanced level to this. Okay, we will definitely think about this, but I would request Mr. Rishit and Mr. Indrajit to really study whatever we have done and practice it and take many trades. And we will definitely revert and get back to you with respect to more choices available for Learn app for advanced courses, right? Based on your observations, what are the downsides of Ichimoku? Beautiful question you have asked me. If I were to say I have not seen any, you will feel that I'm being biased. But the only downside, okay, you asked me downside. Now I have a downside. Whenever we are uh, going sideways, that time I know the trade is not going to be triggered. So, but any other indicator is also not going to give you trigger. So this is a trending indicator basically. So that's a downside. Whenever the market is sideways, you don't know what to do. You don't know what to trade, how to trade. So it's not really a downside, but that's what it is. You don't get any trades whenever market is going sideways. Whenever Chicago is not supporting, you don't get any trades. Correct? So, hi, sir. I'm beginning a trader. I want to learn futures and options in depth systematically. Any course? Yes. Do check out if you need. Yeah. So Learn App Help has already posted a link, and the Learn App. Good. Just go to Learn App website, and you'll get more details there as well. Correct? So one glance view. So don't make it complicated. You should be able to tell quickly whether you have a trade or not. The more time you spend on a chart, the less chances of you being successful. Because if you're spending too much time looking at a chart, that means you're trying to force a trade. Don't do that. Correct? There are total 5 components. We have discussed all of them in details. Find flat Ichimoku lines. They're going to give you the support. Cloud, SKA and SKB, difference between current and future cloud. We have covered the flatness of the lines. CK, this is the most important part, understanding the CK with respect to price and with respect to cloud, both. Some notes, thickness of the cloud, price with respect to cloud, cloud with respect to Chicago, and cloud with respect to TK and KJ, both. These are some rules. price has to be greater than Tinkerson and Kijison and Cloud for components to be perfect. These are components of a perfect trend. I'm just going a little bit fast because we are revising and because nobody's asking many questions. I'm assuming everybody has understood this clearly. And then we talked about two theories, which is Tinkerson and Kijison cross, and we talked about cloud break, the conventional way, and our practical way. Correct? You will get the recording, not the presentation. Right, guys? Any questions or queries or doubts? Guys, I hope I have been able to answer everyone's queries, right? LearnApp, can we combine Ichimoku with any other indicator like Bollinger Band? I don't know. I asked this answer this question yesterday. The more indicator you combine will give you more confusion. It's not necessarily going to give you higher chance of success. We did send recording yesterday also. Kiran, you have not received it. LearnApp help. Kindly help Kiran. Bhauk, I would advise you to do your own backtesting. Correct? You can use ATR, but how you, beautiful question, Jagmohan. But what you do is use ATR and you combine it with Ichimoku. Don't use entire with Kijinson line. What you do is whatever is the Kijinson line, you add or subtract maybe half of ATR value. And that's how you use ATR. But it's a good way of using it. You can use it. That's a good choice for stop losses. Combine it with Kijinson and SKB both. Because what happens is lots of time these algos, they also place automated stop losses at our same level and we may get stopped and then the trade works in our favor, right? Please check your spam folder, right, Kiran? And if you still don't find it, then you can revert to us. Yeah, there is someone LearnApp, Mr. Kiran Savaria. Okay. Yeah, it's a ATR is a value. You simply take 21 days or ATR is not something we're going to be discussing. I don't want to confuse everyone. That's why I did not talk about ATR. Let's not confuse ourselves. Those who know how to use it, only they can use it. Can you briefly describe about algo trading? So algo trading is there are some certain type of strategies where there is no subjectivity. Like when we talk about Ichimoku and when we talk about CK, the Chikao, where is it, where is it going to go? So there a subjectivity is involved where your eyes observation is involved. But if there is a simple strategy that the moment price closes above cloud, I want to take a trade. So for such kind of trades, you can set up an algo. So you can set up a programming, computer program that the moment price closes above SKB, I want to go long. I want to keep my short loss, stop loss at this level. I want to keep my profit at this level. And then algo will keep looking for these trades and they will keep taking these trades automatically without even you opening a chart. Yeah, you know, your recording request has been noted. You will receive it soon. Correct? Right, guys? I hope the 2 days workshop with me, with LearnApp, has added some value in your trading journey. I hope you will be able to use this successfully. And I hope the weekend was worth well spent. Right, guys? Thanks. Really appreciate everyone joining in. Hopefully, we'll meet soon. Right, guys? Thanks a lot. Thanks, Yash. Thanks a lot. Thanks all everyone for your kind words. Amazing session. Thank you. Yes, definitely. I also look forward to meeting you guys. And do check out the LearnApp website for more courses. Right, guys? Bye. Have a wonderful weekend. Right? Bye.